Preaching to the choir. In order to better understand the potential of technology for learning, you must use technology for your own learning. Truism. In order to use technology for your own learning, you must have access to technology. Tautology. In order to want access to technology, you must recognize the value of that access. And then there's that old chestnut involving a chicken and an egg. Technology has been part of the educational scenery for more than 20 years now. Yet it would seem that several educators still don't have technology of their own, a device with which to discover, explore, create at work and at home. What could we do to help educators have better access to technology? Do you remember the amazing 2008 video, Learning to Change, Changing to Learn? If you haven't seen it, you'll find it in my Pedagogy Visions of Learning Pinterest board. That was the first time I heard Stephen Heppell, Dan Pink, and many others speak about technology and education, and I was greatly inspired by what they had to say. Almost every sentence of that 5-minute video is worth a quote in itself. Here are a couple that will serve as an introduction of sorts to the tablet PD deal. Yang Zhao said, "We have to accept as educators that technology is not really a choice. Technology is just not here to help you teach traditional subjects." And paraphrasing Ken K, the coin of the realm will be, do you know how to find information, validate it, synthesize it, leverage it, communicate it, collaborate with it, problem solve with it? That's the new 21st century set of literacies. Now, they were talking about schools and students, but wouldn't you agree this applies to our professional development just as accurately? Technology is not here to help us get traditional PD. Finding, communicating, leveraging online PD are part of the new 21st century set of professional teaching competencies. Rings true, doesn't it? But to truly embrace that, we need for what Deborah Baker said to be turned into concrete actions.
You start with the teacher. If I want my students to be making global connections, then I'm going to give the tools to my teachers first and provide them with opportunities to connect with other teachers around the world or other teachers around the country.
What if we took the bull by the horns? I believe we can find some leeway if we accept to think outside the proverbial box. Let's say you're a school principal. You offer your teachers the following deal. If you want to, you purchase a decent tablet, show me a list of 3 PD relevant videos that you're going to watch, and discuss with a group of peers of your choosing. Let's say that represents about 3 hours worth of work. In return for this investment of time and hardware, I'll offer you the possibility to opt out of a pet day of your choice. Now, everybody understands this is not a day off per se, it's partly deferred in reality. Mind you, depending on the rules and regulations of the school you work for, this might not be an option. Perhaps the purchase of the tablet and the small PD plan could be recognized in the teacher's personal preparation time. When you think about it, the only currency we have in education is time. So it's important to recognize what people do with it. If teachers are doing valuable PD outside regular hours, doesn't it make sense to recognize it with time? Of course, if the school's budget allows you to buy a tablet for every teacher that wants one, go ahead and do so. The important part is that the device be theirs, the freedom to install whatever they want, and the possibility to use it the way they see fit, for professional and personal reasons alike. That's crucial. And what about the teachers that already have a tablet? Well, you can already buy books for your teacher's PD, but could you opt to offer them gift cards so they can buy work-related apps? Exploring the Wolfram course assistants, for instance, can be just as fruitful as reading a book, and it takes time. There's another benefit everybody gets with this deal: choice. Choice is paramount in effective professional development. We've all been forced to participate in PD that wasn't a good fit for us. Whether that was because we weren't ready for it, didn't need it, or simply didn't want it at that specific moment, the bottom line is the same. We don't get much out of something we don't want. Sure, there's the occasional happy accident, but why gamble with the limited resources we have? Let's make sure that the people who participate in workshops want to be there, and that the others have worthwhile options. Not everybody is going to buy into this idea, of course. I hope you'll see this tablet PD deal as an innovative and concrete option, one of the many possible first steps on the road to flipping professional development. As Greg Whitby put it in the Learning to Change, Changing to Learn video, we have to develop a narrative that sustains 21st century learning. I believe this is just as true for professional development as it is for any learning. Isn't that worth considering, some different ways of managing PD? We can't wait for everyone to buy into an idea to implement it. Will you be one of the early buyers? Do you have ideas to share on how to help educators get their own tech? Let me know on Twitter at @Lalande, and thank you for listening.